Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today's article, or at least the article of this video, has to do with a possible provocation that will be attempted by the US. And how will this provocation happen? By bringing some ships in the Black Sea, maybe to deliver some aid to Ukraine. And as you probably already know, the Russians are blockading the Ukrainian ports from delivering grain to the rest of the world. That's why we are starving right now. So let me read you the article, and then we're gonna discuss about other provocations that occurred uh, in the past and documented as well. So this piece of information comes from the Hindu, and that's dated the 20th of May 2022. And it goes like this. This article actually comes from Associated Press, but via the Hindu. So, cargo vessel set to ship US medical defense supplies towards Ukraine. I said, okay, well, no problem. We're going to go from the United States. We're going to go to probably to a port in Europe, which could be Antwerp here, and then from there will be distributed to Ukraine. But it's not really like that. It's not clear exactly where it's going to go, but let's see. The US is spanning a sea bridge over the Atlantic to support Ukraine with crucial equipment in its war against Ukraine, a senior official said, as a huge cargo ship at the Belgian port of Antwerp got ready to set sail. So how is that playing? So it says set sail, so that means it's leaving from Antwerp, right? Where? It's not going to United States, is it? Deliver United States. So it came to United States, stopped at Antwerp. There they'd go to the restroom a little bit, eat a little bit, use some dope, and then they go around and then Atlantic back, obviously North Atlantic, go around, go to the Gibraltar, go to Dardanelles, Bosphorus, Mediterranean Sea, go to Black Sea, and then go to Ukraine. That's how that's going to be delivered, right? Because it sets sail to go where? There. Where else? Ukraine doesn't have any other openings. It's not going to go via how do you call it, Black Sea, the Danube River, because it's too. I don't think they can fit that big ship through the Danube River. So they're gonna go probably through Black Sea. Black Sea, Russian submarines and warships. Now this brings me to, I don't know if that's okay, but believe me, if you read history, and I'm pretty sure you did, look at the First World War, look at the Second World War, and especially the Second World War, how the Americans were sending military equipment in the cargo, as the cargo with the civilians ships. So then the U-boats could not hit them because it was, a Red Cross, it was civilian boats. So it was, those are not considered participants, but on the docks underneath, they were not necessarily only the luggage of the passengers. There were some military infrastructure with ammunition and other things. And that's how things happen. So let's go to another incident where I think this is a provocation, because the Russians will not allow this big ship go and anchor in a Ukrainian port. And then we're going to be an outcry, oh my God, look at the Russians. They do not allow this ship to deliver aid. The thing is, when the Russians say, okay, let us check your boat to see how much aid you got, they will say, no. And then you know that it's not only that. If they will allow, excellent. And then you might say, why should they ask for permission? Well, then they're going to sink you. How about that? So it's war over there. You just stick your nose over there to deliver something. If what you deliver, it's what you say you deliver, then you wouldn't have any problems having some Ivan or whomever come and check your boat. Oh, you don't want that? Well, then we don't want to let you go in either. I'm going to have an outcry how the hordes of Russians are the new Huns. Nevertheless, they passed that. They got to the Nazis now. for a long time, from the very beginning. So let's mention another little incident where the Americans, I think, they pushed their luck, and they pushed it because they wanted. And that's the Gulf of Tonkin, if you're familiar with that. If you're not, I will just make a brief history of that. During the Vietnam War, when the United States was not even involved, not an official participant in the war, this is 1964, we're just having advisors like they have now. They have only advisors. They had advisors in Vietnam supporting the South Vietnamese here and against the Viet Cong and so on. So they had warships around Vietnam, obviously, doing that, I don't know, just to say bye-bye and say hello to Ho Chi Minh, I guess. So nevertheless, they were over there. What they were doing, the Vietnamese said that some covert coastal operations were occurring in the Gulf of Tonkin, led by the United States. So then there was a little scuffle first on the 2nd of August, 1964, just a talk, boats going around, provocation. So the North Koreans, oh my God, Vietnamese, they challenged, they provoked the foreign ships docked around the Gulf of Tonkin, or their country, right? And it was on the 2nd, and on the 4th, it was claimed that the Vietnamese came and shot at and produced some damages, some actual, damage to some a Navy ship of the United States, which at that time said, "Oh my God, that's a declaration of war. We're going to be stepping in. We can't accept that." Well, what were those warships doing in the Gulf of Tonkin? How close was the Gulf of Tonkin of, let's say, Los Angeles or San Francisco? You know what I mean? Nevertheless, that's beyond, we don't accept that in our conversation. So that was a provocation ready to, to explode. And then it was proven after years, tens of years after that, that was did not even occur. The damage did not occur. The Vietnamese little boats did not destroy or could cause damage to the American warship. Nevertheless, how many people died because of this Tonkin incident? 55,000 Americans allegedly died in this scuffle with a country that had nothing to do with the United States. Nevertheless, it did. So yeah, send this ship right now somewhere where it doesn't belong. Why don't you just unload everything in Antwerpen, and then from there take it by train to Ukraine? Maybe that's another route, a better one, but it seems like from the article that they are going to go ship around. We'll see. If they ship around, don't you think that's an escalation? I would think it's a provocation. And what do you think is going to happen? The Russians are going to say, "Oh, let me roll the red carpet for you." Yeah, red carpet coming from some, you know what it is. So nevertheless, it's not going to happen. Like, there's going to be a blockade. They're not going to let them deliver unless they're going to check the cargo. And that's procedure that I would personally do. And well, who am I to say, right? But logically, what, you're going to just let them come in? And if comes one ship, there's going to come some other ones. So yeah, I think that could be a second Gulf of Tonkin, and other provocations if you want to think about that. Look, think about the Rio Grande incident, the American-Mexican War. Remember Texas? And then the American blood was spilled on American territory at the Rio Grande border with Mexico, which was not necessarily American territory at that time. It was just, both countries were claiming it. So we'll see what happens. We're going to pay attention. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.